Sunshine Storytime!
The Night the Lights Went Out on Christmas by Ellis, pictures by Scott Brundage. Every Christmas since 1960, the Johnsons have filled their yard with nifty blinking reindeer, Santas, dwarves, and stars. Christmas, 1975. It started kind of innocently, just lights within a tree. Then the mailbox got all lit up, then the chimney, then the eaves. Christmas, 1983. Then the half-shell Mary was blinking neon blue. Then the hydrant, then the doghouse. Then they built a petting zoo with an electric livestock, llamas, horses, donkeys, camels, and mules, and a life-size baby Jesus, sparkling like a desert jewel. Well, the lights so rattled the neighborhood that the Smiths planned a revolt, led by a neon Santa Claus that buzzed and sparked 1,000 jolts. The Williams rolled out cotton snow. The Wheelers pinched a Grinch. Mr. Greenberg lit a menorah with an 8-foot flames that did not flinch. The Jacksons inflated snowmen inside their manger scene. The 3 wise men stood all confused. Snow in the desert? Is this a dream? 1989. Well, things got so darn cluttered that every house along the street vanished beneath the twinkling junk like pajamas beneath the sheets. With each new year, this competition gave families a Christmas mission to see who could outdo themselves with barking penguins, sleighs, and elves. Pretty soon, from miles around, people came to Medford town to see the sights on Christmas block as lights came on at 6 o'clock. The cars, they came in droves and droves, driving at their leisure. They'd gawk and squawk and stare in shock while their children had near seizures. Oh my goodness.
Look at those lights.
Oh. Well, even up in outer space, astronauts could see the place. The Christmas lights, so bright to see, made them homesick for their families.
Okay, we've had a problem here.
But then one Christmas, it all would change. There was no space left to arrange in all the Johnsons' neighborhood except the top where one tree stood. So Missy Johnson took a star, and on a ladder leaning far, she put it on that last tree's top, and all the neighbors' chins did drop. Then Jimmy Johnson switched a switch. Santa's hands turned 6 o'clock, and every light in Medford town blew out, block by block by block. Then Connecticut, Rhode Island, state by state, all of America turned black as slate. Oh, Canada, then Mexico fell deep in shadow. Across the Atlantic, the Eiffel Tower popped and fizzed and was out of power. London, Rio, Tokyo were in the dark, but in the know. And in this blackout all did stand, heart broken down to every man. Till Missy Johnson's eyes looked up, and her little voice did there erupt. The stars above our heads. They've never been so clear, she said. And everyone was quite amazed to see the Milky Way ablaze. 10 billion stars for every eye stretched across the newborn sky. Satellites and meteors, each were counted by the score. Now, who would have thought the sky would know how to put on a Christmas show? Without that plastic blinky stuff, the sky itself was just enough. See, all it took on Christmas night to guide 3 kings was 1 star's light. The people stood on Christmas block and held on to the simple thought. Christmas can be neon free without the snowman, reindeer. See? The neighbors, they all sighed relief because those tangled lights can cause such grief. The next year, out on Christmas block, they lit a candle on a rock. They gathered round it merrily. They sang a Christmas melody. And no one ever seemed to care that the decorations weren't even there. Though maybe they could steal the scene on the holiday called Halloween. The end. Thanks for being with us here at Sunshine Storytime. If you like our content, please give the subscribe button a big smooch and the like button a real big hug. We'd like that. If you want more stories, you can see our bedtime story playlist in the description box below. We're so glad to have you here. So, ciao, ciao for now. See you next time.